Hello children, welcome back to 8th standard biology class. We have discussed in the last class about the reproductive health and the nutritional needs of adolescents. What type of food adolescents should take? Balanced diet. You know what is balanced diet is? The food that contains carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins and minerals in requisite proportion or proper proportion required by the body is called balanced diet. For the all-round growth of the body, adolescents also at any age, a person needs a balanced diet. Adolescents food must be properly planned because adolescents food must be properly planned because it is the stage of rapid growth and development that we have discussed in the last class. And iron, which is very essential, some minerals are very essential: iron, iodine, phosphorus, calcium, zinc. There are many such minerals which are very essential for the body, and that also must be included in the diet. And iron is an important part of our hemoglobin. You know, hemoglobin is a protein present in the blood which has iron. So iron builds blood. Adolescents must take iron-rich food such as leafy vegetables, jaggery, meat and citrus fruits, gooseberry, etc. So these food must be included in the diet, and you may like eating packed food items or tinned food items, chips, kurkure, lays, etc. These are tasty, but they do not provide or they do not have any nutritional value, and they cannot become the regular diet for us. So we should not eat too much of such packed or tinned food items, and chips and other kurkure and such other food items should not be included. Junk food, what we call, that should not be taken in much quantity. Always don't eat such food items. Now let us move on to another topic: personal hygiene. Cleanliness. Personal hygiene. Cleanliness of the body is very important. As you know, the adolescence period is the stage of rapid growth and development and hectic activities. So there is increased activity of sweat glands also, which makes the body smelly. So every day, at least once, everyone must take bath. Must be, all parts of the body must be washed and kept clean. Otherwise, what happens if cleanliness is not maintained? What happens? We become the victims of bacterial infection. So take bath at least once every day and clean all parts of the body. Must be washed and cleaned to keep away the germs and infection. Not only that, particularly girls during menstruation take special care of cleanliness of the body, and they must use sanitary napkins or homemade pads, and once at least in 4 to 5 hours they should change also, and cleanliness must be maintained during menstruation. That is very, very important. And not only that, physical exercise keeps the body fit and strong. Walks, physical exercise and playing in fresh air. Don't addict for mobile games, always play in the outdoor in fresh air. That keeps the body fit and healthy. So all boys and adolescent boys and girls must take walks, regular exercise and playing games in outdoor in fresh air keeps the body fit and strong. It's very, very important. And already you have learnt in previous chapter also, reproduction in animals, and in this chapter also you know the information about the reproduction in animals. So you know the scientific facts about reproduction. Now you can discard some wrong notions which are prevailing in the society. There are many wrong notions, myths and taboos regarding this that you are able to discard those wrong notions now, because you are informed adolescents now and you know the scientific facts about these reproduction and about adolescence. You know everything now, so you are able to discard and argue with such wrong notions. Which are the wrong notions prevailing? Girls should not look at boys during the period time of menstruation. Girls become pregnant if they look at boys during menstruation. Is it true? No. You know now what is reproduction and how reproduction occurs in human beings, that you know now. And if a girl looks at boys at the time of menstruation, she becomes pregnant. It is not at all true. You can argue against this now. And not only that, mother is responsible for the sex determination of the sex of a child. For boy or a girl to be born, mother is responsible. That is also wrong. You know that father is responsible for the sex of a child. And so many such. And girls should not work in the kitchen at the time of menstruation. All these you can argue now. These are some wrong notions. Some more may be there. You are able to discard those wrong notions. Discard them and be healthy. Personal hygiene also maintain and have a balanced diet and take care of yourselves. Yourselves. And not only that, some people say no to drugs. This is the time many adolescents are addicting to drugs. Very dangerous. So say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. You know, some changes that take place in the body of adolescents, they may feel insecure, but it is the part of growing up. So rapid growth and development and the body changes are regular during the time of adolescence. So don't feel insecure or don't lose confidence. Be self-conscious, must be there. You develop self-conscious and be confident. Don't feel insecure. So these changes are the normal part of growing up. So if anybody suggests you to take some drugs so that you get relief from that, never use drugs. Say no to drugs, because these drugs are addictive. Drugs are addictive. Once if you start taking drugs, you feel like taking them again and again. So never become addicted to drugs. Say no to drugs. Very, very dangerous. These drugs ruin your health. Without the consultation of the doctor, no drugs should be taken, and some drugs are very dangerous. To get relief from our sorrows or the whatever problems we have, they may give temporary relief, but it is very, very dangerous. So say no to drugs. They ruin our health and happiness. So never take drugs at all. If anybody suggests also, never go for that, because you become addictive to drugs. Once if you take, you feel like taking them again and again. No. Say no to drugs. Not only that, you must have awareness about some sexually transmitted diseases also. You might have heard of AIDS. AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. What is meant by AIDS? Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Deficiency syndrome. So it's a syndrome, not a single disease. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is caused by sexually transmitted diseases. Very dangerous. transmitted diseases, one of which is very dangerous, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome caused by HIV. It's a virus, human immunovirus. So what is HIV? Human immunovirus or human immunodeficiency virus. It is responsible for the cause of the disease called AIDS, which is transmitted by many modes. One mode is by sharing the syringes used by an infected person. So, by sharing the syringes with infected persons, while taking drugs, they share the syringes between them. So, these sharing syringes will be very dangerous. So, we suppose if an infected person is there who is suffering from AIDS, if the syringes are shared, there are more chances of transmission of AIDS. So, AIDS can be transmitted by sharing shaving blades also and by sharing syringes also. So that for taking injections, while taking drugs with the infected persons, if the syringes are shared also, AIDS gets transmitted from infected person to normal person. Not only that, there is another way is there. An infected mother can spread this disease to her infant through breastfeeding. So milk, she feeds her baby. So by breastfeeding also, an infected mother can transmit AIDS to her infant or child. Not only that, one more very dangerous it is, you must be aware of that. It is also transmitted by having sex with an infected person who is suffering from AIDS. So, sexual contact with an infected person also spreads AIDS. So, there are many modes of transmission by sharing syringes or use blades also. Syringes for injecting drugs. If it is shared with infected persons, the AIDS disease, sexually transmitted disease called AIDS spreads. Not only that, it also spreads by an infected mother to her infant through breastfeeding also. And not only that, by sexual contact with an infected person suffering from AIDS also, this disease can spread. Not only AIDS, there are many such sexually transmitted diseases. So, we must be very careful and we must be aware of these diseases and how they transmit from person to person. Gonorrhea, syphilis, AIDS, genital herpes, warts, like that. Many such diseases are there which usually spreads by these means, mainly due to sexual contact, and most of the diseases spread by injecting or by sharing the syringes with infected persons. And not only that, AIDS can also spread by an infected mother to her child through breastfeeding also. So this is about reaching the age of adolescence. Now, let us move on to another lesson. Pollution of air and water. Pollution of air and water. Pollution of air and water. This is the last lesson of biology science, second portion, air and water. Have you ever visited Delhi, Agra and Taj Mahal? Have you ever seen? When it was built, it is built out of white marble, beautiful structure. But now if you visit It has lost its charm, and losing its charm, the white marble is becoming yellow. What is the reason for this? And like that, not only Taj Mahal, such monuments and metallic structures also are losing their charm and luster due to air pollution. You know, in previous classes, what quality the air and water has now. Our elders talked that we were getting in our some years ago, the air and water was very fresh and clean, but nowadays the quality of air and water is decreasing. It is getting polluted, they say. So even we are feeling that the quality of air and water, how it is causing diseases or spreading diseases also, and we are prone to many such diseases. Nowadays the diseases of respiratory system or respiratory problems are increasing in human beings, steadily increasing. Why this is due to? And many problems due to, health problems due to water pollution also we are facing. Means we are also feeling the quality of air and water which is deteriorating nowadays because of our own activities, human activities only. What is responsible for all this? Pollution of air and water. Means some unwanted and undesirable substances are added to the water and air, so that air and water are getting polluted and causing many problems. In this chapter, you will learn about the harmful changes that are taking place in our surroundings, air, water, and what problems we are facing from that. All about you are going to learn in this lesson. Now let us try to understand what is air pollution and what are the causes of air pollution and what are the effects of air pollution. As you know, if you stand in the roadside for few minutes and after few minutes if you wipe your face with white handkerchief, it becomes blackish. That much of smoke comes from the vehicles. So that we are facing air pollution problem since many years. Now we are learning about the causes of air pollution. You know, we can stay without food for some time, but we cannot survive without air even for a few minutes also. So air is very, very important. And what is the composition of air? Let us first try to understand the composition of air. What is the composition of air? You have learnt in your previous class, air consists of about 78% of, by volume, air has about 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen. 21% of oxygen, and remaining 1% will be the other gases like carbon dioxide, argon and ozone, water vapor are all present in the air, only in very small quantities. So major quantities of nitrogen, 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen are present in the air. Remaining 1% consists of argon, carbon dioxide, argon, ozone, water vapor are present in very small quantities. So now let us learn the causes of air pollution. What are the pollutants? How does air get polluted? How the quality of air is deteriorating nowadays. Smog is nothing but the combination of smoke and fog, which is nothing but smog. You might have observed a layer of fog-like layer in the atmosphere, which is nothing but smog. It is a combination of fog and smoke due to air pollution. Some gases like nitrogen oxides which combine with other pollutants in the air and fog to form smog, so that it is dangerous to the health, causing asthma, respiratory problems such as asthma, cough and wheezing problems in children. So this is also very dangerous. And the automobiles release smoke. Particularly the combustion of diesel and petrol releases many pollutants. Means, what are pollutants? These substances which contaminate the air, are called pollutants. So what is air pollution? The addition of these pollutants to the air so that air gets contaminated, means the contamination of air by pollutants such as smoke, carbon dioxide and other pollutants, CFCs, etc. are added to the atmospheric air by human activities, and the air gets contaminated, which is harmful to the life of living organisms. We call it air pollution. So what is air pollution? Air pollution is nothing but contamination of air by pollutants, and which is harmful to the life of living organisms. And what are pollutants? Substances which contaminate the air are called pollutants. There are many such pollutants. Examples are smoke, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. These are all air pollutants which get mixed with the air, so that quality of air will be changed, and which is harmful to the life of living organisms. We call it air pollution. Let us learn more about air pollution in the next class. See you then. Thank you.